Am I saying yes to that without thinking of what I'm going to get in return? When you're being of service, are you doing it because you genuinely want to give back to somebody else? Or is there a part of it in there that you're doing it because you want to be seen? You want to be approved of. You want to be validated. All right, here's the ego crusher. There's a big difference between being seen and being of service. Now, I got to give props to my man Phil Gomez because he dropped this bomb of a line on me a couple weeks ago. We were talking about a man in our community who we recognized was showing up the way we used to when we were young guys, and we were looking for that validation. We wanted the elder men to give us a pat on the back and let us know that we were doing a good job. And it got me really thinking of, where does this come from? Why do we do this? It's obvious why we do it as children, because we're looking for love and approval and acceptance from our parents and from the people that we respect and look up to. But why do we continue to do this as adults? I've got a theory, and my theory is this. We are constantly looking for approval and validation as children and as young people. It lets us know that the way we're behaving guarantees people will continue to love us, to accept us, and provide what we need so that we can survive in the world. It's A plus B equals C. You can trace it back everywhere in your life. You can look at everything you did as a kid, and in some way or another, you were looking for that love, approval, and validation from parents, from grandparents, from teachers, coaches, friends, older brothers, whoever it was. But why do we continue this pattern into adulthood? So my theory is this, that we never actually take responsibility for validating and approving ourselves. We never actually take that responsibility from all the authority figures we had, all the people that we looked up to in our lives, and take that upon ourselves to say, you know what, this is my best. I speak with so many young men who don't know how to measure what their best looks like. And I asked them that question, and this has happened to me before by men I looked up to. They said, well, did you do your best? It's such a crushing question, because a lot of times I look at that and say, well, I know I could have done better. I know what could be done differently now, so I don't know if I can ever say that I did my best. But it's important to be able to look at the metrics of, am I doing the best that I can with what I know right now? Did I do a good job? Am I showing up in alignment with my word, with my values? Am I showing up as the man that I say I am? Think about this for yourself. This is where so many of us get lost and we get confused in this game of doing something because we want to be generous, we want to give back to our community. To me, that's one of the most core aspects of adulthood and manhood, the spirit of masculinity, to take care of, to protect, to provide, to give back to the community. Since the community raised us since we were children, we want to spend the rest of our lives doing just that. But sometimes in a really sneaky way, that ego finds its way in, and we recognize that we're doing something, yes, to help out other people, but there's also that part that we get back. Oh, pat on the back. Nice job, Jeddy. That was really good work. Look at the way you did that there. Now, let me be clear. It's not bad to receive acknowledgement. Okay, I think a lot of people take this too far in the other direction and we reject the praise and approval, right? But can I be somewhere in the middle? Can I do something with the purpose and intention of it not being about what I will get back? All right, let's use the example of showing up and helping my friend move his couch. Can I say yes and show up fully for my friend without ever expecting or needing him to say, thanks, dude, I really appreciate that you did that. Wow, that was so amazing the way that you showed up 10 minutes before I even asked you to be here. I can't believe you gave up a whole afternoon to help me get my couch from this place to my new apartment. Now, am I saying yes to that without thinking of what I'm gonna get in return? That's the trick there. And this is a good awareness practice for anybody to check in with yourself. When you're being of service, are you doing it because you genuinely want to give back to somebody else? Or is there a part of it in there that you're doing it because you want to be seen? You want to be approved of, you want to be validated. Do this. Next time you have an opportunity, pretend that you're not going to get that. Pretend that you're going to do something anonymously. In fact, here's an even better challenge for you. Do something anonymously that is immensely valuable for somebody else. Like fold someone's laundry in your household and make sure that they have no idea who did it, right? Or leave $5 on the table behind for the next person who sits down. Anything. Take your neighbor's garbage cans in, but do it in a way that no matter what, whoever you're serving is not going to be able to find out it was you and give you that approval that we know feels so good. Will you do that? Will you do something knowing that you're not going to get anything back other than how you feel about yourself because of doing it. This is the way that we claim back responsibility to approve and validate of our own actions. This is the way that we make ourselves independent of the need for approval and validation from anybody else. This is how we break out of those patterns of needing mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and big bro to approve of who I am in order for my life to be valuable and meaningful. And if you guys out there find yourself asking questions, wondering if you're doing the right thing, it's a normal part of the process. It's not just something you snap your fingers or flick a switch and you go from seeking validation to not seeking it, but it's a practice. And this is the way that you begin practicing doing it for yourself. This is how we focus more on the service that we're offering than needing to be seen, approved, validated. So, especially all my young guys out there, right? This is huge for the teenagers into the mid-20s, sometimes even into the early 30s, sometimes even now. I'm about to turn 34 this summer, and I still catch myself like, there's a part of me that was doing that because I knew somebody was gonna give me love back. Don't make it conditional upon what you're gonna get back, but will you do it just because you know it's gonna help somebody else? That's the key. I hope this message hit you right where you needed to hear it, probably right between the eyes or right between the ears. If you know somebody else who needs to hear this as well, please shoot it their way and make sure you tune in each and every week for another Monday morning meditation. Big ups and blessings to all you guys.